In 1821, just months after Florida became a U.S. territory, Governor Andrew Jackson established the very first clerk's office in what is now St. Johns County, operating from the historic Governor's House in downtown St. Augustine. Florida's first property deed was recorded here on September 13, 1821.
The actual document itself was filed into a book, and then the information that was found on the document was entered into an index so that later on people would be able to find the document itself.
In the beginning, every record was painstakingly copied by hand, a monumental effort. In 1901, the first typed deed appeared in the official records.
We had deed books, and then we had mortgage books, and then marriage record books, and military discharge books.
After 86 years in the Governor's House on King Street, which doubled as a courthouse in Florida's territorial capital for a short time, the clerk's office moved in 1907. A new courthouse opened at the southwest corner of Charlotte and Treasury Street. By 1926, our clerks introduced photographic copy technology.
We had to search by microfiche, microfilm, and then the books. So for our marriage records, we had index cards and microfiche. Now looking on the computers, you can just go in and type the name, search them that way.
In 1962, St. Johns County purchased the Casa Monica Hotel, built by Franklin W. Smith. After remodeling, the Moorish Revival building housed courtrooms, archives, and the clerk's office until the mid-1990s.
When I first started here, I was a file clerk, and we were still using typewriters at the time. Computers had just entered the workforce a few years prior to that, and we were even still writing notes in the large books that they keep over in records.
Civil, small claims, family, probate, didn't matter. It was our job to put every single piece of paper in every single file, get it ready for the judge for court, make sure everything was there, nothing was missing, and if it was missing, we had to hunt it down. It was a whole thing.
In 1994, the clerk's office moved to the current Richard O. Watson Judicial Center, a stucco building featuring classic Spanish design elements to blend in with St. Augustine's architectural heritage.
Systems have changed. When I first started, we were on 5-part paper in court. So you would rip it off the top copy, keep the original, and then everyone else would get a copy from beneath it. I worked in juvenile. We had filing cabinets, and we would pull all of our files required for court, put them in a large plastic bin, and take a cart to court full of all the files and physically hand the judge a file every time a case was called.
With every clerk that was elected or appointed to the office, there were changes. I can tell you for facts that the residents and tourists or people visiting appreciate the real person answering the phones. They love that, they praise that, they're shocked by it, but I think they get more help that way.
For over 2 centuries, the clerk's office has been entrusted with vital services, preserving court records, recording property deeds, registering cattle brands, and managing county finances.
I originally started in the finance department, volunteering actually, through St. Augustine High School. They had an elective course that you could earn elective credit for to graduate, and so that's how I actually got my foot in the door. I originally was a cashier. We also, at that time, we processed the child support payments. There was not a lockbox, like a state lockbox. So on a Monday morning, child support payments could literally be a stack like that all by itself.
We support the Board of County Commissioners as a whole. Any actions taken by the whole board, we type their minutes, we maintain all of their records resulting from the meetings and their resolutions, contracts, easements, deeds, anything resulting from actions taken by the board, we maintain those records.
We do actually house and maintain a lot of records that need to be kept confidential. Victim information, individuals who might be exempt from public records, such as a law enforcement officer or a judge. There's a tremendous amount of work and effort that myself and the rest of the team have to put in every single day. Several members of the team actually really go unnoticed quite often because they're just working behind the scenes, but they work very hard at maintaining our data, working with the various divisions internally through the office to ensure that what they're seeing, what the end users are seeing on their end is actually correct.
I love talking to people. I love helping people as much as I can. And to me, recording the most exciting moments is the ceremonies. Oh, I tell you, just for them starting a new chapter in their lives, coming husband and wife. I mean, it's just nice to see, and the happiness, the parties, the family. Yeah, sometimes we get a little teary-eyed too and emotional just because it's a beautiful thing.
As the St. Johns County Clerk of the Circuit Court and County Comptroller's Office celebrates its 204th year of public service, our enduring commitment remains to uphold our duties with impartiality while providing superior service to the residents and stakeholders of St. Johns County.